I'm Samantha, and this is Balancing Act, and it's my birthday today. So we're going to do a little extra 30-minute class. We're going to go a little bit deeper, a little bit longer. We're going to get into the hips, little birthday treat. Okay, so listen to your body, and this should feel good for you. It shouldn't be painful, but it should get you out of your comfort zones, and I really want you to get into the hips. We are going to use a block today, so be sure you have a block. All right, let's get started. Let's start with our feet hip distance apart at the front of our mat, and inhale the arms up nice and wide. Interlace the hands and press up. Get as tall as you can, as absolutely tall as you can, but not, I don't want the shoulders crunching around the ears. Kind of drop the shoulders while you're reaching with the hands, extending through the insides of those arms, and then tilt to the left and tilt to the right. Oh, this starts to get the arms so tired so quickly. Tilting both sides. And then reach up one more time. I know your arms are burning. Reach back, back bend. Inhale and exhale it down. Oh, it's hard to talk when you're in a back bend. All right, so let's just let the upper body just hang over the lower. Interlace your hands and rock side to side. Like a big grandfather clock, just warming up the hamstrings, swaying like a weeping willow tree in the wind. Press the left hand into the mat, peel open with the right, bend that left knee nice and deep. Stick that right butt cheek out, and then take a twist the other direction. Bend the right knee nice and deep. Feels good, right? Hopefully it does. Use a block here if you need to raise the floor a little bit closer to you. Drop your left hand, inhale, lift and lengthen, and then leave your hands where they are and walk the feet back. Meet me in down dog. All right, so we've got a down dog here. Let's make some circles with the body in the down dog. So circles to the left. As you press back, the hips transfer the weight. So from the left to the right hand to the left hand. Engage your core here. You're not coming down into a full plank. You're just doing these little circles, and then reverse it. Really focus on like right foot, left hand, right hand in this little circle. And then press back. Then walk the feet all the way to your hands. Inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way down. Round the back here and take a seat. From here, I want you to put your feet hip distance apart. Drop your knees to the left side and press up with the hips, thrusting the hips forward. Drop back down. Twist to the other side. Press up. If you need to use your hands to press your hips up, please, by all means, just use your hands to get yourself off the floor. If you don't need them, then just continue this at your own pace. We're warming up the hips, really getting a nice 360 motion here in the hip socket, going back and forth. And each time we get up, we're pressing those hip flexors straight and opening them up. One more on each side, and then we're going to roll to our backs. Press up. Last one on the right. Press up. Coming back down. Roll all the way down. Grab your feet here. We're going to come into a happy baby pose. Oh my goodness, I think Maple wants to go into India's room. And pull your hips down to the floor by pulling those feet. Oh my goodness. Come here, just come here, baby. She's not awake yet. And then drop your feet to the mat and press the hips up. Stretch out through the hip flexors. Drop it down. Pull the feet in. Knees come back towards the mat. Drop the feet and press the hips up. Stretch through your core and through your hip flexors. Beautiful. Last one. Pull those feet down toward the floor. Happy baby. And push the hips up to the sky. Beautiful. We're going to rock all the way up to standing, back into our forward fold. Very nice. Now make some circles with the knees. Left knee, right knee, and then one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way up to standing. Inhale the arms up. Dive down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Bring that right foot back. Drop your knee and untuck your toes. Rise all the way up to a little crescent here. Open up with cactus arms like you're pushing your elbows through something thicker than air and back up to the sky. Drop your hands, tuck your back toes, and kick that left leg up nice and high. Awesome. Make some circles with the left leg. Now I want you to come down into a three-legged chaturanga. So drop it down, left leg stays up, and sweep it up into your up dog. Press back, down dog. Right leg comes between the hands. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Tuck the back toes and bring your right toes to your nose as you bend the back leg and then spring forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up and dive all the way down. Inhale, lift. Left leg steps back. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale the arms up. Exhale them down. Oh, we forgot to do our cactus arms there. Let's do them. Inhale the arms up. Pull the arms back. Cactus, open the chest. And back up. Now drop the hands and kick that right foot back into the sky. Three-legged dog. Make some circles. Opening up the hip here. And then down into that three-legged chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, press back. Pedal it out. Left leg comes between the hands. Drop the knee. Inhale it up. Exhale down. Tuck your back toes. Pull your left toes towards your nose as you bend the back leg and spring forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up and dive down. Inhale, lift. Bring that right leg back. Drop the knee. Inhale it up. This time, hands come straight back. Kick your left leg back. Beautiful. Bend the knee and just drop it back behind you, opening up the hip flexor a little bit more. Now bring that left knee to your nose, or to your elbow rather, meant your elbow, and press it back. And drop it down. Three-legged chaturanga to up dog to your down dog. Right leg comes between the hands. Drop the knee. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Toes to your nose and spring forward. Inhale. Exhale. All the way up. Dive down. Lift and lengthen. Left leg steps back. Drop the knee. Inhale the arms up. Exhale them down. Right leg kicks back. Bend the knee and open up through the hip. Your right knee comes to your right elbow and presses back again. And then dive down into your three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. Left leg steps between your hands. Drop the knee. Inhale up. Exhale down. Bring those toes to your nose and step forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Take a beat here. Separate your feet hip distance. Interlace your arms in your elbows. And again,
Like that weeping willow in the wind, just rock side to side. Find your breath. One vertebrae at a time, roll it up. All the way to standing. Beautiful. We are warm, right? Hands come to heart center, namaste. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Let's bring both feet back this time. Meet me in your plank and slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg raises up. I want you to bring your right knee to your wrist and hold, and then round your back and bring your knee up towards your armpit. Drop it down, bring it up again, and place it between your hands. I know that's not easy. A lot of core work there. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to use our block. We're going to put it on the inside of our foot, and I want you to put it right up against your foot. Put your left leg back down on the ground and come up into your extended right angle. I don't want you to use your elbow to your knee here. I want you to use your block, and if you need to make your block a little bit higher, that's fine too, whatever you need. But I want you to use the block and really press your elbow into your knee here. Your elbow into your knee into your elbow, and reach. Really activating this inner thigh. I want you to activate this inner thigh more than you normally do in this pose. And reach. Left arm is over your ear, reaching one long line of energy all the way down to your left foot. And breathe here. Beautiful. Next thing we're going to do is come up to Flying Warrior. You can put your block aside. All the way up to Flying Warrior. And Warrior 2 to the back of the mat. Beautiful. Sink down a little bit lower. Lots of energy coming out of those fingertips. We're going to cartwheel the arms all the way down. Come to runner's lunge to the back of your mat and take a twist. Next thing we're going to do is bring our left foot, drag it to the center of your mat, and drop your right hip, boomerang pose. Left arm over the ear. Beautiful. Make sure the back of your neck is nice and long. Your right shoulder is pulling away from your ear. Come back into that runner's lunge. Beautiful. And we're going to come to Skandasana, to the front of the mat. Nice. And all the way back to where we started. Right leg comes back. Slowly lower. Oops. Block is in the way. Slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back down dog. Challenging little flow there. Left leg raises. Nice. Now bring that left knee to your left elbow. Hold it. And then round the back. Bring the knee up to your armpit. Bring it back down again. Bring it back up again. And place your foot between your hands. Grab that block. Put it right up against your foot. Flatten your back foot down on the mat. Hand comes to the block and reach over. Really strong extended right angle here. Really pressing that elbow into your knee and your knee into your elbow. You should feel this getting hot on your inner thigh. One more breath. Put your block to the side and cartwheel the arms up into Flying Warrior and Warrior 2 to the back of the mat. Sink down, drop the shoulders. Take a few breaths here. We're going to drop the left hand, swivel the back foot, and take a twist.
Beautiful. When you're in this runner's lunge, squeeze your glutes. Press down through the inside of your right foot so that your big toe is really pressing. Really try to wring out that spine. Now bring your right foot back, sink down with that left hip and sweep the right arm over your ear. Very nice. Nice hip opener here. Come back to your lunge. And now Skandasana to the front of the mat. So hands can come to Namaste. Swivel those feet and sink down and back all the way to the front. Left leg comes back. Slowly lower Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, press back. Nice. Pedal it out. Take a breath. Okay, right leg raises up. Bend the knee. Make some circles. Outside and inside. All right, we're going to do that elbow to knee again and raising it up. So elbow to knee. Lift it up while you crunch your back and drop it down. Again, lift it up and drop it down. You can drop it down all the way to your wrist. Last one, third one. Reach it up and plant it. Okay, take that block. This time put it behind on the outside of your foot. Drop the left foot just like you did before and come into your extended right angle. This time you're pressing on the outside. Your knee is pressing to your hand using your outside, your abductors this time. Outer thigh, outer hips. So really press hard. Knee against elbow, elbow against knee. Nobody wins. It's a tie. And then place your block aside, all the way up. Flying warrior and warrior two to the back of the mat. Sink down. You can tip your hands up to sort of open up your chest, open up your arms, and then just turn the hands back over. That kind of helps with those biomechanics, like puts your arms in the right spot. We're going to cartwheel the hands down. Come back into that twisting runner's lunge. And now we're going to drag that foot back, sink the hip down, boomerang pose. Next, we're going to take our left foot. We're going to put it on top of our right for a big, strong side plank. So let's come into that side plank here. Squeeze your glutes, reach that left arm up. If you want to challenge yourself a little more, let the left leg float, elbow to knee, and then back with that left foot to the front of the mat, which is the back of the mat right now. Awesome. Again, we're going to come back into our Skandasana to the front. Sink it down. Don't just sink all the way down here in your flexibility. Like keep those thighs really nice and activated and then spin it to the front of the mat. Right leg comes back, slowly lower Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, press back down dog. Left leg raises. Bend the knee, open up the hip. We're going to bring that left knee to our left wrist or elbow and raise it up. Drop it down. Raise it up. Drop it down. Last one. Raise it up. Plant it between your hands. Take your block to the outside of your right foot. Drop your left foot. Drop your right back nice and flat and extend the right arm over. Press that left knee against your left elbow. Nice and hard. You're really activating through that left glute, that left hip. And reach. A few more breaths here. Set the block aside and sweep the arms up. Flying warrior into your warrior two, back of the mat. Beautiful. Sink it down. Relax those fingertips, but also energize them. Cartwheel the arms down. Take that twist. Left hand plants, right arm peels open. Next, your right leg is going to come back for boomerang pose. Get on the blade edge of the outside of that right foot and sweep the right arm over the ear. Pull in through the core, squeeze the glutes. And now our right foot is going to come on top of our left. Big side plank here. You can stay here. Or if you want an extra challenge, let that right leg just start to float up. Right arm over, elbow to knee. And then no matter where you're coming from, right leg plants between your hands to the back of the mat. Hands come to namaste. Skandasana. Whoops, lost my balance. Skandasana to the front of the mat. And all the way to the front. Spin it around. Left leg comes back. Beautiful. Slowly lower and then press back up. Surprise. Slowly lower and press back up. Last one, slowly lower, pull into your up dog. Nice big up dog. Press back down dog. Let's do a few rolls out into our up dog. Get on your tippy toes. Ripple roll forward into a big up dog. Untuck the toes and get those thighs off the mat. Press back. Open up the feet a little bit wider. Get high on your tippy toes. Ripple roll forward. Untuck the toes. Get the thighs off your mat. Spread the feet a little bit wider. Ripple roll forward. Up dog, thighs off of your mat. And last one, get your feet as wide as you can. The biggest, widest down dog. Get up on your tippy toes and ripple roll forward. Untuck the toes and press everything off the mat. Just the tops of your feet and your hands are touching the mat. And then tuck the toes back. Bring your feet back to hip distance and press back down dog. Awesome. Little challenges today, huh? Kick the back leg up. Bring it all the way through. Keep walking it out and use your block if you need to for your half moon. You can tent your fingers or put your block there for you. Reach that left leg far back behind you. Micro bend in your right knee. If you like, candy cane, be my guest. If your leg is extended out behind you, just make sure your foot is flexed or pointed, that it's nice and strong. Drop the left hand, flatten out those hips so they're squared off. Give me some little pulses here. Tension to this left glute. Got to squeeze your glutes. And then we're going to bend this elevated leg and just tuck it right behind our standing leg and come to a seat. So we're in a spinal twist now. Right leg is over, left leg is under. Inhale the arms up and take a twist. Right hand comes behind you. Pull in your left knee. Inhale as you open the chest. Exhale as you twist a little bit deeper. All right, we're going to take our right foot and we're going to put it way back behind us into pigeon pose. So your left leg stays where it is. Get on your hands, make the adjustments. If you want to actually put a block under your hip, you absolutely can do that. I just don't want you sitting down on this hip. This pose should be upright. Your hips are evenly placed above the floor. So it's not like one hip is over the floor. So whatever you need to do, if you want to use your block, if you want to just get up on top like this, I just want you to make sure that the hips are even. You're going to get the best hip opening that way. And if you want to walk the hands out in front of you, by all means, you can do that. I like to walk the hands out, but also walk my right foot back as much as I can get it back. And then just let gravity do the rest of this work. Okay, now tuck the back toe. We're going to take our left foot and we're going to just kick it back behind us. A little counter stretch here. You're going to feel a lot of feels when you do that, but don't worry. That's the counter. We got to do that. And then bring that left leg all the way through and keep walking into your half moon pose on the other side. Tent the left fingertips. Open up the chest. Strengthen that back leg. Activate the foot and heel. Reach. If you want, grab the top of your right foot for your candy cane. That's yogi's choice. I just want to make sure you do have a little micro bend in your left leg. Find your drishti. Whoops. See, I lost it and then I fell. Okay, now we're going to bring our right hand down, pivot those hips down toward the floor, and pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Some heat, some love to our right glute. Do some with a flexed foot and then do some with a pointed foot. See what you like better. Maybe you like to alternate. That's what I do. And then bend the elevated leg and tuck it behind your standing leg. Come to seat. Okay, good. Inhale the arms up nice and high. And come to your twist. Inhale as you open your chest and get taller. Exhale as you twist a little deeper. Awesome. Bring your hands to the front. Left leg sweeps around and goes back behind you. Let's get our pigeon on the other side. All right, so manipulate your body how you want it. Yogi's choice on a lot of factors, how far your foot is from your hip. You can have it out parallel, you can have it in deeper, but I just don't want you sitting like this. Your pigeon should not look like this. It should look upright, and your shoulders should be level, and your hips should be level, even if you are a foot off the ground. And if you can't do that, then just sit a little bit into that right hip. Wherever you are in this pose today, just start to move in the direction of getting your shoulders and your hips even. And then if you want to walk your hands out, you walk your hands out. Deep breaths. You really got to breathe into that hip. It's so screaming at you. We're not going to scream back. We're just going to stay calm and we're going to breathe lots of oxygen into it. And hands come to the floor. Kick back that right leg. Open up the hip. Counter stretch. Woo! Right? And drop it down, down dog. Crouch like a tiger. And come all the way between your hands. Come to a seat. Just give me a boat pose here. Let's hit our core. We already have hit our core in those knee to armpit lifts in the chaturanga and the planks. Those were so hard, but we are going to hit a boat pose here. Obviously, you can come to tabletop. You can hold onto your toes. Lots of different variations here. Just as long as you're pulling your belly button in towards your rib cage. And then inhale the arms up nice and high. Drop the legs. We're going to do a forward fold. Inhale the arms up. First get your flesh out from where you're sitting so you can get nice and high in your tailbone. Inhale the arms up. If you feel a deep hamstring stretch right here, then just stay here. This is correct form. I don't want you to sacrifice form to get into a place where you think you're supposed to be. If this is where you are, this is where you are. Move the chest toward the shins slowly. I know that the arms are starting to tingle here. You can drop them down if you like, wherever they land. And just breathe into this forward fold. Beautiful. Roll all the way back. Let's just stretch out through our hip flexors and our back. Little bridge pose here before we hit our spinal twist. Elongate the back of the neck here and press into the floor with your feet. Really press evenly through your big toe and your heels. And then drop it down. Bring in that right leg. Take a twist. That was a good class, you guys. Very challenging. Some really challenging stuff in there. You can do this class over and over. See how your body changes, how your body feels from day to day. And back onto your backs for a well-earned Shavasana. Let everything go. And I hope when you either go to sleep or go to tackle the rest of your day, it's better than it would have been. See you next time.